Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And it just doesn't end, does it? It's like a tsunami. More and more of abuses like this. When will it stop? We need to put an end to it. We need harsh, draconian laws, and we need to start locking people up for a long, long time. This is further child abuse, physical as well as mental and probably sexual. It is unbelievable. And how this person isn't in prison, well, let's hope it does. They're looking at bringing charges. So let's have a look at this article. It's just stunning. The words fail me sometimes. I just can't get over the amount of it. It's everywhere. You lift a rock and something nasty crawls out. And here's another one. Headline: Transgender designer is accused of child abuse for selling pants that seek to flatten the genitals of boys as young as 4. And doctors warn the underwear could cause infertility, causing permanent life-changing damage because of the sick mental illness by this designer. A leading peer claimed the sale of the product amounted to a criminal offence. The garments are sold by Carmen Lou, a transgender former ballet dancer. The cotton briefs, which cost £35.70 for a pack of 3, come in black or white. Look at him. A transgender underwear designer has been accused of child abuse for selling pants that seek to flatten the genitals of boys as young as 4. Doctors have warned that the underwear, which is made to flatten the side profile of the pelvic area, could cause infertility. A leading peer claimed the sale of the product amounted to a criminal offence, and that thing needs to go to prison, a man's prison, for a long time. The garments are sold by Carmen Lou, an eponymous company established by a transgender or mentally ill former ballet dancer that describes himself, it says itself, must be the company they're relating to, but him, as the UK's first brand to design flattening and tucking underwear. In other words, the first brand that is admitting that they don't like testicles. The cotton briefs, which cost £35.70 for a pack of 3, come in black or white and are decorated with pink, blue and blue satin bows. They are available in 7 sizes. The smallest for those with hips measuring between 58 centimetres, 23 inches, and 61 centimetres, which would include children as young as 4. The largest, up to 97 centimetres, would fit a teenager. Under a dedicated kids section on the website, the company says Carmen Lou Kids is here for trans girls and non-binary children in their journey. They're 4-year-olds. You child abusing monster, really. You're physically damaging children because you've got a mental illness. We are the world's first company, you heard, to listen to the children that need us. These children don't need you. These children need to be kept away from you. You need to be locked up and kept well away from children. Each product is here to provide children with the stepping stones to finding themselves. Therefore, they don't know themselves. It adds, we are here to provide gender expression products for trans girls and non-binary children in the aim of finding their true, authentic self. Why don't you go out and do something permanent to yourself? But Tory peer Baroness Nicholson said, I am truly horrified, as are all right-minded people. The makers, sellers and distributors of these items are breaking the Children's Act and are heavily abusing the NHS health criteria for children. Children have an absolute unbreakable right to health, and these wretched items are against that. I will report them and go to the wire to gain the children their rights against this seemingly criminal behaviour. Doctors said putting sustained pressure on the genitals could cause permanent damage to young boys. Testicles need to be at a lower temperature, a couple of degrees lower than the body, the consultant paediatrician Dr. Shubin Ahmed said. And that is why they're in the scrotum, outside of the body. At a young age, if they continue to remain in a high position, the cells that produce sperm eventually die off. So this mentally ill child abuser wants to sell your children products that will permanently damage them because he has a mental illness. He should be locked up and should be nowhere near children. Continuing, the doctor said, he said that this could destroy the chances of fatherhood for boys who later change their mind about becoming female because they're 4. What the hell do they know? Stephanie Davis-Arai of the campaign group Transgender Trend said, the fact that a child is sexualised in this way and their sexual parts are treated according to adult ideas is abuse of the child. It feels barbaric to actually interfere with a child's genitals in that way. Yes, it is barbaric. The whole thing is barbaric. I think transgenderism needs a lot of scrutiny and it needs a lot of laws. And I think a lot of very harsh, draconian laws to stop this abuse. Last night, Carmen Liu, the sick monster, said, your claims are absurd, unfounded and without merit. So an ex-ballet dancing clothes designer knows more about this than a consultant paediatrician. Go figure, you sick, mentally ill tosspot. He said that criticism came at a convenient time when legislation to ban conversion therapy to exclude transgender people is in the media and is subject to wide outrage and protest. No, it isn't. This is an attempt to cast contempt on the community at a time when support and understanding is needed most. Yeah, we'll support you. We'll get you a psychiatrist, you sick monster. Now, I'm going to stop here because I'm getting so angry about this shit. All it is, why is the world turning into a cesspit of shit because of mentally ill wankers? We are through the feckin' looking glass here. Anyway, I've got to come up because I'm getting angry. I can feel the bile in my mouth rising. I had to take myself off, have a cup of tea and calm down. We are surrounded by this. We seem to have given up decency for toleration. I think it's time to get back to decency. If mentally ill people want to do what they want to do, that's fine. But we need strict laws and we need to keep these sick people away from children. We need to highlight everything they do. We need to monitor everything they do. They need their hard drives examined. They need their browser history examined on a weekly basis. They need to be followed. They need to be tagged. They need to be banned from going anywhere near schools. They're sick and they're dangerous. And you need to protect your children and keep them, monitor your children and keep them away from shit like this. I'm going to finish there. If you like what you see and hear on the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, look after your children, and goodbye.